Hello, dear friends. Fear is all it takes to turn people into slaves. Testimony of a defendant at the Nuremberg trials of 1945. Opening piece. Pause from 2022 to 2024. On the edge of the precipice. It would be after VR. Then the contact would take place. Time of trials and tribulations. You came from the future to help the past. Let's start. The so-called pause would be the moment in which white hat operations are expected to end. This pause would be the period of time from 2022 to 2024, where more people would reach the brink of the abyss, according to Juan Osabine's opinion. A pause is defined as a brief trash interruption or interval in a movement, action, or exercise that implies delay or slowness. September and October could be critical months according to predictions, but no one knows the day or time. We only evolved on the edge of the precipice. Only at the edge of the abyss do people find the will to change. The phrase suggests that crises or difficult situations can act as catalysts for personal change and evolution. This statement suggests that people are often more prone to change, grow, and evolve when faced with extreme circumstances or crisis situations. The metaphor of being on the edge of the precipice or the edge of the abyss represents being in a situation of risk or significant uncertainty. In times of comfort and stability, people tend to stay in their comfort zone, maintaining familiar routines and established behaviors. However, when they find themselves on the edge of the unknown, such as when they are on the edge of a precipice, they are forced to face challenges and make decisions that they would normally avoid. This pressure and sense of urgency can trigger a faster and deeper adaptive response. When people are faced with the possibility of loss, failure, or radical change, they are often motivated to seek new ways of tackling problems, to develop previously underused skills, and to reconsider priorities. In short, being on the edge of the precipice symbolizes a tipping point where people can find the will and motivation to change because the alternative of staying in the same situation becomes less attractive. However, it is important to note that not all people would react in the same way when faced with adversity. Some may feel overwhelmed and paralyzed by the pressure, while others may find inspiration and energy to change. Furthermore, although crisis can drive change, it's not always necessary to reach the brink to evolve. Personal change can also occur through self-reflection, education, and continued growth in less extreme times. I prefer gentler ways, as I always say. World change. Saint Germain believes that a world change is coming that will be reflected in front of everyone with the deactivation of a hidden power with highly advanced war technology. There are millions of sensitive points in the world that could explode at any moment. This also includes weather interventions which could cause destruction. All over the planet, there are people working on these dark programs and awaiting instructions to move forward. All those individuals who work for darkness are also loved by God and are given the opportunity to ascend. Many of them were programmed and brainwashed. The dark ones were taught that there is no afterlife, that there is no God, which is why they were afraid of being eliminated. In particular, not believing in an afterlife is a powerful belief. They were told that there is a dark leader who rules them all and is more powerful than any god imaginable. Many religions have been known to encourage people to join the ranks, inviting them to meet many other people and feel like family. But they had to obey the rules, because if they didn't take up the traditions and beliefs of the group, they would be left out, which was very painful for them. First contact. Saint, Saint Germain adds that God the Father Mother has given them permission to assume all the planetary means. After the reassessment, they would, they would make announcements about the existence of our family of stars, and soon after the landings would begin. We would be personally greeted by higher dimensional masters and dressed in their bodies from previous lives. Each one of them would descend from higher dimensions. They would not issue any judgment. They would love us unconditionally. They would only bring us love, light, and the lotus wisdom to help us grow, eliminate fears, and raise our own frequency. Many will be restored and return in all their splendor. We will be part of this glorious raising of consciousness for all. It will be the tour not for all. There will be no more money, pollution, use of oil, and destruction of the planet. New technologies will be offered, and you will be able to work on whatever you want. Mother Earth will be freed from poisons, burns, excavations, and contaminations that caused her so much pain, while she works with determination so that humanity can live in harmony, which was not easy for her. Gaia is recognized throughout the universe as a beautiful and brave blue planet, which worked to sustain the human species, offering food and love, even to those who tried to poison her, who were granted a brilliant birth star to come out of the lower dimensions. Our ascension offers us its support and raises our frequency so that we come out of despair and abundance unfolds. Messages. Kehrach's message. Over the years, the starseeds have activated different energy centers on Earth in the areas where they reside. Your place and presence, wherever they are, is not by chance, it is by design. The awakening process you are going through was encoded in your DNA. Everything develops with the guidance of your divine presence I am. You are standing on the edge of the old reality, preparing to leap and transition into a new realm of light, where spirituality becomes the norm of society. Divine love should be felt and experienced like never before. Open contact with visitors from the stars a few days after the change. This is not science fiction, nor mere fantasy. Portals are being activated that will see a higher light engulf humanity, bringing upliftment to the new earth. Mental Connection by Jamie Price. As the old system around you crumbles, it is our creative job to sustain and nurture your interior, to maintain the new potential. This allows the flow of loving information to saturate and helps the generations of missionaries of light who are also helping you. A State of Transcendence by Kenneth Smith. As the kingdom of duality dissolves outside of our consciousness, we can empower a world of lifelong love and support by focusing on it and feel aligned with it. It is an expression from the heart of our being, and it is our nature, our natural desire. Once we have released fear and limitation from our life, we can live in a world of joy and fulfillment in every day, where our hidden abilities come true. Breaking news. Martin Luther King's dream remains unfulfilled 60 years later. Franklin becomes a hurricane in the open waters of the Atlantic. Florida puts counties near the Gulf of Mexico in emergency in case of a possible storm. The third largest refinery in the US closes after a fire. The fire at the Marathon Petroleum plant in the state of Louisiana left 2 tanks destroyed. The causes of the Prigozhin plane crash remain a mystery. The Pentagon rules out that a missile brought down Prigozhin's plane in Russia. The Kremlin denies involvement in Prigozhin's death. Europe. 2 massive explosions at the liquefied gas station in Romania. Italy surpasses Spain as the world's leading wine exporter. Austria offers festival goers a year of free transportation if they get a tattoo. Social experiment. Asia and Africa. The allies of the West in the Middle East are coming closer to the orbit of China and Russia. China tests the world's most powerful Gauss cannon, capable of launching projectiles thanks to electromagnetic propulsion. The system can either launch a projectile at a speed unattainable by conventional artillery or put a small satellite into orbit. A Nigerian woman gives birth to 9 babies at the same time. The Niger military orders the armed forces to be placed on maximum alert. Curious. NASA scientists suggest the existence of extraterrestrial life on Venus. She also commented that there could be small living beings in other places in the solar system, such as Saturn and Jupiter, under the ice of their moons. Neptune's clouds have disappeared, and scientists believe the sun is the cause. The disappearance of the faint white strands of frozen methane that normally streak Neptune's blue face has been linked to changes in ultraviolet radiation as the activity of the sun reaches a maximum of 11 years. Consciousness transfer. Tony Rodriguez expands on the concept of consciousness transfer, a process widely exploited by dark agendas using advanced technology available to the corporate elite. The Star Maker project is a human origin story like no other about what it means to live, die, and experience the in-between state. A glimpse of where we are going and where we came from when we trace everything back to the original source of universal creation. And that's all for today. Thanks a lot, dear friends.